Hello everyone, in this video tutorial, you'll be learning how to create your very own walking sketch sprite using images of walking poses that you have collected or taken or drawn in probably a different program. Okay, so I'm doing this tutorial with the assumption that you already have the different pictures of your walking poses. So what we're just going to do is to learn how to put them together into Scratch and make the animation for it. Okay, so let's get started. I am going to create a new sprite. Okay, choose a sprite, go to paint. We're going to open up the costume editor. Okay, instead of drawing the sprite, since we already have pictures of our sprite in motion, we're going to upload all these pose by pose pictures and make sure they are in the right order, and then we're going to do the coding for them. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move my cursor to choose a costume button. Okay, I'm going to look for this button that says upload costume. Okay, so click on this. I'll be able to see my own folder in the computer. Okay, go and find where you keep all your walking pictures. Okay, select all of them, open them up, and then Scratch will automatically import all of your different pictures. Okay, so as you can see, I have about 11 walking poses. Okay, but you have 12 costumes because you always have a default blank costume at the start. So we don't want this, just delete this away. Okay, and then automatically you should start with your different costumes that you have already created for your different walking poses. Okay, so what we have just done is to upload all our pictures here of the different poses. Now the fun part is basically coding and stringing them together in a sequence that shows a realistic walking. Okay, so for this, let's jump to the code function. Okay, going to go to events. All right, when green flag click, I'm going to make my sprite continue to walk forever. The coding is really up to you, but just understand how it's done. Okay, so forever, what's going to happen is I'm going to give my sprite a bit of a wait time before it changes its costume. Let's set about maybe 0.1 seconds first. Okay, go to looks. We're going to do a costume change, so that means using next costume. All right, and then after this, to make it more realistic, let's add some motion. Okay, go to motion. I'm going to move my sprite by steps. Okay, move 10 steps means it will move from left to right. Okay, by 10 spaces. All right, so this is just the basic coding that we're going to try out. Once you're done, move your sprite to one end of the left panel, okay, of the sprite space, and then press your green flag to see this action. Okay, so there we go. Okay, our very own created sprite. Okay, of course, if your sprite is going to walk out of the frame, you might need to add a set original position, okay, such that you always make it go back. All right, now let's bring our sprite back. Okay, once again, as what we've learned earlier about sequencing and timing, if you find that your sprite is walking too slowly or not realistic enough, you can always decrease the wait time such that it will move faster with the faster costume change. Okay, so let's try about 0.05 seconds now. Okay, now it's starting to get more realistic. Not realistic enough, speed it up even more, 0.01 second. Okay, all right, so that is basically how you do your different coding to make a very realistic looking walking sprite using existing pictures of walking poses you have already done, maybe in a separate program or downloaded elsewhere. Okay, so enjoy this process, have fun, try out what other things you can do. Okay,